When did you realize the truth was buried in your own house? When I was 4, my parents were murdered in what I was always told was a home invasion gone wrong. It was a local tragedy. I was that girl. I had no memory of what happened. Everyone told me that trauma can erase the worst moments. I believed them. After a year in foster care, I was adopted by a man named Mark. He was quiet, gentle, and kind. He never pushed me. He gave me therapy, structure, and what felt like unconditional love. He never married, never brought anyone else into our home. He once told me he had known my parents through the community and followed my case because it broke his heart. That always stuck with me. I thought I was lucky, rescued by a man who cared. Mark raised me. I went to college, met the love of my life, Ryan, and got married last year. Mark walked me down the aisle and cried the whole time. It felt like the perfect full circle moment. Until 3 months ago. Ryan and I were going through old documents while preparing to buy a house. I needed my birth certificate and adoption paperwork. In one of the files, I found a police report with a name that had been redacted, poorly. I could see it underneath. It was Mark's. That sent me spiraling. I filed FOIA requests, dug into old records, and what I found made me physically ill. Mark had been a suspect in my parents' murder. He had worked with my dad. They'd had a financial dispute, and neighbors had seen him near the house the day before the murder. His alibi was weak and later recanted. Forensics were inconclusive, and the case was dropped for lack of evidence. Then I found a letter my father wrote to the police just months before he died. In it, he said he felt threatened by Mark. He warned that if anything happened to him or my mom, they should investigate him. But here's where the twist comes in, and it's haunted me every day since. A week after I confronted Mark, who didn't confirm or deny anything, I got an anonymous email from a burner account. No message, just a single attachment. An image. It was a crime scene photo, my parents' bodies, slumped on the living room floor. And me, 4 years old, standing in the corner, holding something in my hand. A bloody fireplace poker. I don't remember that photo ever being taken. I don't even remember being in that room. But the image was clear. The email's subject line said only one thing. You saw more than you think. Now I don't know what's worse. The idea that Mark killed my parents and raised me out of guilt. Or the terrifying possibility that I was more involved than I've ever known. I don't know who I am anymore. And maybe I never did.